favorite locations. It's our favorite location because it's just full of beautiful nature, flowers, and we can watch the sunset right from the drone. It's great. Hold that. I like all the
No, don't leave it, don't leave
Okay.
it. Found a step.
Hi guys, we are out in one of our favorite locations right now. This is our favorite location because we do nature walks out on that trail over there. We do it a couple times a week, and we also come out here to take family pictures. We take pictures for other people, and we watch the beautiful sunset behind us. I haven't filmed a video in quite a long time. Do you want to go find a stick? Okay. Because we've kind of just been transitioning life and figuring out where we were going to go from here. After Cody and I decided to get a divorce, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out who I was, trying to find who I was, trying to find who I was without being a wife, or really focusing on that type of lifestyle. And after doing that for so long and putting so much of my energy into it, you want a stick?
Yeah.
Sure. Here, buddy. A lot of time trying to find myself, and after I had found myself and who I was, and I was sure about that, I then realized that something was still missing and something still felt off. I still realized that something was missing in my life, and that was because I didn't find out what I wanted to do. So even though I knew who I was and who I was going to be and who I was as a mother and a friend and a daughter, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had lost sight of my dreams and of my goals because for so long my goals was my family and my marriage and thinking about having more kids and so on. And once that was gone, I felt like my backup plan had been also taken away from me, and I had to come up with a new dream. So we are going to tell you guys a little story about the past couple months and announce a big exciting part of our new journey. We decided to make a lot of changes the past couple months, and we have embarked on a new adventure, and we wanted to bring you guys along and show you guys what you've been missing out on for the past couple months. So I'm probably gonna head over down the trail with them and play with them because they're now running away. And I will probably just record the rest of this video tomorrow. Pick it up. Ready? Pick it up. Okay, running, go. Welcome back. This is now day 2 of trying to record. We're a little bit more prepared today as the boys have stuff to do over there. They have their lunches with them and they are trying to collect rocks. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys the story. I ended up posting on Instagram, on the new Instagram for our new adventure, and I posted a little bit of what I was trying to say in yesterday's video, but I think I articulated a little bit better there. So I will post a screenshot now. And now I'm just going to kind of go into our story of the past couple months and kind of let you know about our new adventure. So this all started when I moved to Germany and decided to experience a different culture and lifestyle at the age of 16. As much as I wanted to be independent, I wasn't. I didn't have my driver's license. I had never traveled out of the country with or without my parents, and I was a 16-year-old. But I packed up, moved to Germany, and got to experience that type of culture. Ever since then, that experience has enhanced my want for an alternative lifestyle and a different lifestyle for my future kids. After I had Bodhi, we released a video on moving into a fifth wheel. We had toured them, we had planned them, we had announced it, we thought that we knew what we were doing. At the time, I thought that we were doing what was right for our family. But life kind of caught us off guard, and that didn't end up working out, as you guys know. I remember thinking that this idea I had of being able to raise my kids in a nature-minded way and be home with them as much as possible just wasn't realistic anymore. As a single mom who's co-parenting, I had to work 2 jobs, and it just wasn't going to work out. So for a while, Cody and I had a schedule where we would switch off on watching the boys. He would watch them while I went to work, and I would watch them while he went to work. So they didn't have to go to daycare, but I was working 2 jobs, and I rarely got to see them. I remember always just craving the weekend or craving the time that we had off so I could take them on a vacation to California, or that I could experience outside time with them. We just didn't have enough outside time. We stopped our nature walks, we stopped doing stuff as a family, and it kind of bummed me out. I was as close to them as I could be for the situation that I was in, but it just wasn't enough. Earlier this summer, we went on a trip to California to visit my family. While we were there, an insane idea popped into my head, and that was to move into a double-decker bus. Don't know where it came from, saw something on Instagram, started my mind going, and off I went with my idea to move into a double-decker bus. I remember telling my family, because like I said, we were there with them, and everybody just kind of laughed it off like it was just another one of my crazy ideas. It wasn't going to happen, it wasn't going to go anywhere, but you know, I was determined. But still realistic. So I jokingly hopped on the internet, did a Google search, and found out that there was only 4 double-decker buses in all of the US, and they were spread out and far away. So I tossed around the idea of flying to go see one, but that seemed kind of like a waste of resources and of money. So at the same time, I kind of just shut that down. I kept looking, as we had like a lot of time on our hands while we were there. We were on vacation, and I found that one bus, sorry guys, it's getting cold outside. I found that one bus in the US was close to us and actually 2 hours away from where we lived. And I was like, is this a coincidence? Like, do we go and see it? What do we do? It's only 2 hours, like why not do a quick weekend trip? So on the way back from California, as we're driving back, I texted the seller and I just said, hey, interested in seeing your bus, is this real? What's the catch? Like, where did you find it from? Blah, blah, blah. And before I knew it, we were planning to go see it that Friday after getting back. So about a week later, we hopped in the car and we drove 2 hours to go see this bus. When we got there, the seller took us for a ride around the neighborhood in the bus, and the kids just instantly fell in love with it. Like, it blew their minds. I mean, they're toddlers and they're riding in a double-decker bus, so kind of obvious that it blew their minds. But sorry guys, I had to lighten up the camera. As you can see, the sun's starting to set, so it's starting to get a little bit dark out here. We come out here every night to see the sunset, so that's kind of what we're doing, but it's going down faster than it was yesterday. Anyways, so we took a ride in the double-decker bus. It was amazing. The whole thing was amazing. It was dirty, it was kind of a piece of junk, but it was amazing. Right when we got back, the seller just kind of said, throw out a price. And I was like, oh, we're talking price now? Like, I don't know, I haven't had time to think about this. Like, is this a good idea? And I threw out a price. Kind of like lowballed it, but also like what we could afford. So I threw out the price and immediately he accepted it. And I was like, okay, we've made a deal. Next thing I know, we were shaking hands and that was it. So on the way back from visiting the bus, we did a budget, saw if it would be something smart and realistic. Worst case scenario, if we ended up with a house too, could we afford both? Like, is this gonna work out? Is this something that I can design? How do I build a roof on it? Because it didn't have a roof. And it seemed to work out, it seemed realistic. So within 5 days, I packed out a 16,000 square foot house, packed up the whole house, and the plan was to go to Minnesota. The plan was to pick up the bus, load it with our stuff, go to Minnesota. The kids have family there, so we would have had a free place to work on the bus. We would have had family to help. Bugs out here. nature. We would have had a free place to work on it, family to help, and I thought it would have been really cool to tell our kids that 4 generations worked on building our next home. That didn't work out. We went to pick up the bus, I think 5 days after we saw it. So we drove down to pick up the bus. Everything went smoothly. It was wonderful. We had a friend come and help us with the kids, and she was going to help us drive. I had Cody come and help. Everything was going great. We picked up the bus. 20 minutes after we left, we broke down on the side of the road. We fixed the parts, and then we broke down again. Okay, we're broken down on the side of the road. I don't know if you guys can hear anything that I'm saying. It's not even the road, it's like the freeway, the turnpike. We're broken down under the turnpike. On the turnpike. It's we're in the bus waiting for the tow truck to go to Hannah's house. And yeah, this is what we're doing. How do you feel, Sparrow?
Good.
I think we can all agree to that. So, because we had missed something. It's one thing to fix a bus just at your own house, in your own space, in a parking lot, and it's another thing to fix a bus on the side of the road in 104-degree heat with 2 toddlers. So we didn't have time to inspect it all, so we went to plan B. We called the tow truck and we towed the bus to our friend's house here in Oklahoma and decided to just work on it there. He only lives 30 minutes away from my house. It seemed to work out. He lives close to where I work. They were really helpful. They were feeling, Hannah? Tired. So we got stuck on the siding right here. Now that it's cooler outside, it's much harder to move. So.
Bodhi, I'm starting to look as dirty as you.
I know, we're so disgusting. That helped us with the kids as we were driving, so it was a good idea, and it ended up working out for the time. So, ever since then, we have gone through ups and downs, and it has been months of us tearing it apart, building back up, trying to build a roof, coming up with new ideas, having the rain come down and pour in. We had to set up so many buckets. It was emotional, it was taxing, it was hard physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's one thing to build a bus with family and friends. It's another thing to build a bus where you have no family around, no friends, you're a single mom of 2, and you have no idea what you're doing. Thankfully, my ex was able to help a lot, and it was a good bonding experience for him and the kids as well, as it was for me and the kids. Throughout this experience, I learned that I could do hard things, and I could build a house, and I could learn new skills, and I could become closer to nature with my kids. I've been able to quit one of my jobs and stay home to homeschool them more. And it's been amazing. Like I said, we've been out here every night watching the sunset. The kids are digging in the dirt. They're learning new skills. They're spending more time with me. We're feeling so much closer and just enriched.
Good morning. Good
Or
morning. I don't know how to sing that. Oh, I don't know that.
You're singing so good. Bodhi, can you sing good morning?
No.
Sing it.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I don't know.
job. You're singing so good.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bodhi.
It's okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay, blow them out. You gotta blow out the candles. Let me blow. Okay, ready? Set. Blow. Yay.
Happy birthday. Yeah, clap, Sparrow.
Yay, Bodhi.
I feel happier. I feel freer. I feel less depressed, and it's been wonderful. I guess I'm just giving you guys this announcement to tell you what's been going on. It's not officially done yet, so we're not going to be uploading the official house tour video quite yet. But I wanted to let you guys know what's been going on, let you guys know about the start of our new journey, our new life. We plan to travel the world next year to have the kids experience the culture and lifestyles and the differences around the world that I got to experience when I was a kid, and have them experience the same thing. And I think it's given us so much more freedom to work together as co-parents and also with the kids, and I think it's going to be an amazing experience for us. So I wanted to let you guys know what's going on and let you guys come along on our journey with us. We will be moving in, I think, in a week or 2 weeks. I don't know, time's flying as we're working every single day, but we're going to be moving in within 2 weeks. You guys will see the moving vlog, the building vlog, some of our experiences, some of the rain coming in and what it looks like. But I wanted to bring you guys along and let you guys know that you're invited on this journey with us. If you guys would like to follow along more closely, I have an Instagram for the bus. It's called Florence on 4th. I'll also have it linked down below. I've been doing journal entries since the day that we got the bus, and I will be uploading pictures of it as soon as we move in. And it's really exciting. So if you guys would like to come along with us, you can either follow these videos or follow us on Instagram. Thank you for supporting us thus far, and if you're new, thank you for joining. I hope you guys stick around and enjoy this wonderful ride with us. Okay, just realized the whole end of that video is probably way too dark for you to see, but that's what you get when you're working with nature and not professional lighting systems. So hopefully you guys at least heard what I said. If not, I guess I could try and record this again, but thank you for watching.
Bye, thank you for watching.
Bye, Bodie! Goes the sun. Look how pretty that is.
I want to pretty myself.
So pretty.
I want to pretty
Bye, guys.
myself.